Hello, and welcome to the Elevated Nonsense Podcast, where we intrepid weirdos discuss all the strange things in our universe. Today, I'm your host, Danny, and I am joined by Caleb.
Yes, hi.
And Zaria.
Hello.
Both two of my favorite people. So, first off, before we get started, we're just gonna plug all our socials. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
Right, we have a TikTok.
Yes, we have a TikTok. It has 2 videos, but we have a TikTok. Yeah, all of those will be linked in the episode description and all the episode notes. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well at Elevated Nonsense. And just another disclaimer for this episode. It is probably another very visual heavy episode, so I would highly, highly recommend, if you are not already on our YouTube channel watching this, go check that out and watch this episode there so that you can understand all the things that are going on and whatever. As well, we also have a Patreon that is linked in the description. In our Patreon, you can get exclusive content, pre-shows, post-shows. You can sometimes even get a shout out if you're special. Not if you're special, it's a certain reward. Feel free to also join our Discord channel. It is super fun, a place where we all get to hang out and just be friends.
Chill and vibe,
because we want to be friends with you. We want to know what you guys want to see us do. If you have any suggestions, you can drop them there. Also, in our Discord, we have a Minecraft server that you can also gain access to if you join our Discord, if you're a big
Minecraft Java
Minecraft
specifically.
Java, yes. As well, we also have a Redbubble store where you can get some of our wonderful, wonderful merch. We will be getting new designs in soon. We're already starting to brainstorm new designs and things like that. So please keep your eyes peeled on that store, and we would love the support. Again, all of these are linked in the description, episode notes, what have you. But yes, that brings us into what our episode for today is, which, if you are unfamiliar, we are doing a PowerPoint party. If you are unfamiliar with the concept, basically, it's just everybody makes a weird, completely random PowerPoint for something they're very passionate about or whatever. Just, like, it could be something from, like, your friends' memes and all that. And it's so fun. We're here for all the laughs. I will say, we don't know, the majority of us don't know what the other people did. We tried to keep it as much a secret as possible so that the reactions to everything would be genuine. And I am excited for it. I do know a little bit about what Caleb's is, obviously, because we're married.
Yeah, I was short on ideas, to be totally honest, so I had to pick somebody's brain.
Yeah.
And another note for today's episode, originally we were also going to have Sparrow here today, but life circumstances ended up getting in the way last minute, so one of us will be, without any context, presenting her PowerPoint ourselves.
Yes, so extra layer of chaos.
That's the way we like it around here, I think.
We gotta have the nonsense, and then we gotta have it elevated.
I guess so. Really living up to our name here.
Theme song plays.
Yeah, the elevator music starts up again.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, who wants to go first?
I think I would like to.
Absolutely, we can have you go first, so...
Okay, let me go full screen here, and then
share screen.
Share the full screen. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Yes. Okay. So, my topic for today is something that came to me somewhat quickly, but I still feel is a good idea. We're just readjusting here.
Don't mind
Again, watch this episode on YouTube.
We put a lot of work into these PowerPoints. They're pretty.
And we want to inflate the algorithm on YouTube.
Exactly.
For discoverability's sake. So yes, I put together a little presentation about the Gasters as conspiracy theories. I tried very hard to make sure that none of these have any underlying themes of discrimination of any kind, including racism, homophobia, anti-Semitism, etc. Because unfortunately, in the world of conspiracy theories, that is very common.
Yeah.
So we won't be seeing lizard people or anything like that, but there will still be some good ones in here, and I'm expecting as well, at least at the end, like on the last slide, a little bit of discussion. So, without further ado, let's get into it. And first and foremost, we have Zarya. The only thing I thought appropriate for Zarya was the Roswell incident / Area 51. It would explain how she, as Alien Queen, made it to Earth, right?
Of course.
And it's... Zarya, like the incident, are shrouded in mysteries and government secrets and is therefore really cool. We all know that's how it works. And to nobody's surprise, lots of people want to get inside Area 51. They also want to get inside Zarya.
That was
It's
my
true.
contribution to this podcast, just saying. Yeah, Caleb asked, what do these two things have in common? I was like, I want to get inside.
It is true. I am very
Get
just like
inside
raw
a bowl.
sexual desire here, you know?
And a little bit of it is the curiosity of what's inside.
Let's cut her open.
Yeah, this is actually just we want to perform an autopsy or a biopsy.
Oh
even.
my god. Maybe you can find all the things wrong with me.
Yeah, maybe we can finally get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
At least physically.
Will we be able to find?
Yeah.
Will we be able to find all of the things that are wrong, though?
I feel like it'd be a bit like a game of Operation at this point.
When we touch something wrong, Zarya just screams.
Will you actually do that if we poke you with tweezers?
Probably. I mean, that depends how hard you poke.
I guess, yeah. Next time
I mean,
we're
if
up,
it's like more
we'll
of a
give it shot.
stabbing, then yeah, probably. But if it's just
Yeah,
like a
because
poke,
tweezers
then
are
maybe.
sharp.
Yeah, tweezers definitely
Yeah.
can be. I have a pair of like little electronic tweezers that are actually like needle points on the ends because they have to get under very small places. They are genuinely very sharp. I have stabbed myself a few times.
Yeah, if they're needle points, yeah, for sure.
So that's definitely what I had for Zarya. Next up, and I'm a little disappointed that Sparrow's not here for this, but for some reason I thought Princess Diana's death was a fitting analog for her. They're both related no matter how vaguely to each other by their Britishness. Sparrow talks often about how she went to UK for studying abroad, that sort of thing. And, well, Princess Diana is British.
Yeah, she definitely was very British.
Yeah, about as British as could be. Not exactly like the most, I guess, like solid connection to have with something. Though the incident itself was, of course, extremely tragic, especially because of how the royal family treated Princess Diana. The whole situation feels very dramatic. Sparrow has been formally trained in acting, like drama, and she's also a very melodramatic brat.
Yeah.
Self-described.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we're all brats here.
yeah. No, we established that last episode.
We did.
Yes. And also, I kind of feel for some reason like Sparrow would have gone down a rabbit hole learning about this theory. At one
Absolutely.
point. Feels like one that would have actually intrigued her.
Sparrow seems like Team Diana to me.
Oh, yeah.
Me
If
too.
she's team anybody in this situation, she'd be team Diana.
I'm absolutely
and
Team
to be
Diana.
fair, so are, I think, all of us.
How
'cause
can you not be on
she
Team
was
Diana?
treated so terribly at the hands of her own family.
And I mean, just the revenge dress, iconic. Love it. Love her.
Absolutely.
All right. Next up, I have Danny.
Yes.
The birds aren't real conspiracy. It's goofy and out of nowhere, very much like Danny. She kind of just appeared one day and inserted herself into my life.
And into your butt.
That's how girlfriends work. And wives.
As I was talking about this topic with her, I didn't tell her originally what I had put her down as. But in her own words, she thought of this conspiracy theory to be related to, and then I wasn't about to tell her that I thought of it first, organically. It's the only one that works for Danny. And when she came up with it, or thought she came up with it...
well, I didn't come up... I requested that
yes,
I be the birds aren't real.
But when you came up with the request...
Okay.
She said in her own words, I may or may not be real, just like birds. It's crazy to learn as well. Weirdly enough, birds aren't real. It started as a joke, has ballooned into an actual real deal conspiracy theory. People fully believe this now.
I mean, one of the main examples that I know of this one is, have you ever seen a baby pigeon? They don't come as babies. They just come full grown. Because they're robots. Well, yeah, but it is a good example.
It isn't, but...
I mean, we used to have Eckies and they had babies, but the mother was... She was not a good mother, and she suffocated them with her body. Didn't feed them either. Like, the male would feed her, and then she would not feed the babies, and she would not let the male feed the babies.
That's weird. I didn't know that toxic parents extended to the...
I was about to say, like, I didn't know birds could get postpartum depression.
It was the first time she had eggs, so she just wasn't a good mother, because she just didn't know how to mother, you know?
That's fair.
That is so strange. But yeah, Danny's birds aren't real. And for myself, originally I had a completely fake joke conspiracy theory, and that was that Nelson Mandela could bring back Bionicle. That's a reference that Bionicle fans will understand. It's a really weird one. There was just a PowerPoint that some high school student presented in class one day with the title, How Nelson Mandela Could Bring Back Bionicle.
I want to see that.
Yeah, the whole PowerPoint doesn't exist publicly as far as I know. I really wish it did.
Because that would be incredible.
I really just want to know the context.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck do you mean? What is this numerology connecting the dots weird thing? But instead, I went for an actual conspiracy theory and did the JFK assassination. Plot twist, I was actually the person who assassinated JFK.
Wow.
If you check out the notes and the documents from the assassination that the CIA have, that's what you'll find. But then, for real, the conspiracy theory is featured in the Assassin's Creed franchise and specifically in COD Black Ops. Or really, it's just JFK that's in Black Ops. But both are video games that I love. And I find conspiracy theories, especially that relate to, shadowy, non-racially charged organizations controlling governments and stuff, and having secret background wars, to be just fascinating in an entertainment type way. And then also because the government, I've been getting more and more what feels anti-government lately, and it's I don't know, it appeals to me a little bit in that sense as well. And I've thought a couple of times too, what would the US be like if JFK had served his full term? He seemed to be a really popular president.
Not popular enough.
Well, popular to the wrong people.
Yeah.
Because even if his assassination was not a government conspiracy, someone didn't like him enough to go kill him. So, who could those people have been? We may never know. But thinking about that question is kind of fun. And then I had a final slide that was just... Because I hadn't prepped anything specifically for our dear Cass, Neptune, and Ian, I wanted to take a couple of minutes, even just a few, to try to figure out what they would be. So we don't need to delve into a lot of detail, but what conspiracy theories do we think that these three would be?
Ian is Bigfoot.
Ian is absolutely
because they may or may
Bigfoot.
not exist.
100%.
You know what? I kinda like that. I was gonna say that if they were in this episode, they may make a joke about, like, I don't know, going for one of the really bad conspiracy theories solely on the top or on the basis, I guess, of being the voice of chaos and the devil's advocate, as they so
absolutely.
often were. But yeah, Bigfoot makes a lot of sense to me.
Yes.
And
Ian would absolutely be Bigfoot, 100%.
Yeah. And I had a minor discussion about this in Cass's Discord earlier today, but like, Bigfoot could exist. I'm not going to say that he does or doesn't definitively.
And we could say the same thing about Ian.
Yeah. Even though I've, spoken to them somewhat recently.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff. But beside the point, breaking the myth. What about Neptune?
Atlantis.
Atlantis. Why Atlantis?
Neptune.
Oh.
God of the ocean.
I didn't get it either until she explained it, so you're not on your own there.
Yeah, my face of disappointment, though, is just because it's so lowbrow.
It is, but
Says
like
the person
I
who didn't
support
get it right away.
So? I watch Rick and Morty. My comedy's at a higher level than here.
He doesn't even watch Rick and Morty.
I haven't in years. But that is one of the prevailing memes in their community.
Yes, I am aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Um,
And Neptune may or may not be a mermaid. Who knows?
Merman.
He absolutely could be.
Merman.
I wouldn't be surprised if Neptune
He could
came
be
out as
either a mermaid or a merman.
He is a merpeople.
Whatever he wants.
A person. Merson.
A mercen, yep.
Mercenary. Yeah.
Mercenary, yeah. Maybe Neptune killed JFK. He was hired by me.
The plot thickens.
To the United States government, this is all a joke. In case that wasn't clear already.
Yes, this is satire. Please do get off our backs. Thank you.
Because I'm sure that we totally put you on our backs with those bits. I'm sure someone believed it.
Fucking targeted.
Yeah, no kidding. Little red laser light appears on my forehead. Hit the dirt! Any other thoughts for Neptune? Anything more like, I don't want to say genuine, but...
Yeah, no, that was a complete joke answer. Any genuine answers would be welcome.
Are ghosts conspiracy theories?
They can be.
I would consider them a conspiracy theory.
Whether or not you believe in them can be like somewhat of a conspiracy,
Yeah,
I guess.
sort of.
I don't know. But like...
But Neptune is very into... I wouldn't say the paranormal, but obviously he does tarot readings and is more into that sort of side of spirituality. So, yeah.
I mean, and I just started teaching myself to read runes as well, and I have pendulums.
Okay,
and all that. So, like, I am into that as well. But like,
I'm just saying that he's done tarot readings on his streams before.
Yes. But that... Well, some people believe that that is aided by spirits.
Yes, absolutely.
So-
and that's where I was going with that.
So I was... Neptune can give me, like, ghost vibes, like, whether or not you believe in them, whether or not they exist, you know, whatever. All that kind of stuff.
I would accept that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then for Cass, I don't know, he's such like a, I don't know, whatever type guy a lot of the time, so like, he doesn't get like vehemently passionate about very many things.
My thought for Cass is Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth. Maybe. Why? What makes you think of that? Because his head is hollow? Is
Yes.
what
That was my joke answer. I do have he does give
I
me
could
genuine
tell by
like
the way that you were contemplating and then cracked into a smile.
yeah. But also, you know, like who knows what mysteries we'll discover when we crack into Cass. Like I feel like I learn more about him every conversation we have,
Fair.
which is something that comes along with Hollow Earth is like there's a whole world underneath the crust
So,
of the earth.
could you also say that he is related to mole people?
Yes,
Cass is mole people.
because he's about this tall.
Yeah. Even though I'm pretty sure he's the exact same height as me.
I think he might be taller than you.
Maybe like slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not
I'm
6
taller
feet
than
though.
both of you.
Yeah. Zarya
But-
towers above all.
But he will be.
Yeah.
He is mole people in the fact that he also cannot read.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I don't
am-
think moles can read. They're
Yeah,
blind.
I don't think
They
they,
might
can
have
read
their own
either.
written language.
True.
They could have like a pseudo braille type system.
Fair
Maybe.
enough.
Or maybe like
But is that-
scratches, because like
Yeah.
their claws, you know,
Yeah.
like certain
Interesting.
scratches.
Now we're talking into logistics of moles.
Yeah, now we're just making up
the
constructed
logistics
languages
of moles and their reading
and their secret
systems.
societies and written systems.
Quick, write this down. Make an episode out of it.
If we want to do another scripted episode, Cass and the Mole People,
Ooh.
would someone mind putting that into the
I got it.
episode and
I got
actually
it.
tag Cass in it too,
Okie dokie.
so he has a chance to see us slandering him?
Okay.
Slander for content.
We love it. It's our whole brand.
Yeah, pretty much. But in any case, that's all that I had in my presentation. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will be taking no questions.
What about my questions?
I said no questions, so... Full silence.
Sorry, I was typing.
I was trying to think of something witty, and then it was just like blank.
no witty, only
Just
sad.
nothing.
I got nothing. Who would like to go next?
I would like to go next.
You would like to go next.
I would like to go next.
I permit you to go next.
We would love for you to go
Thank you.
next.
Thank you for your permission.
You're welcome.
You're
You
welcome.
require my permission.
For any and all things.
Yours
for he is the
specifically.
podcast man.
I am the lord of the cast. Oh, whoops.
Ah, you did a heckin' drop.
I did a heckin' drop of my One Ring. Whatever, I'll worry about it later. I heard this. I'm excited for this.
Cass has responded.
Oh, Cass has responded. Am I a mole people? We have now decided that you are a mole people.
We have just decided that you are.
Tell him to join for like 30 seconds. We're gonna see if we can maybe get Cass in here to give his opinions on being mole people.
Yes.
So we'll see, but you may begin, and if he joins, then we can just take a quick second.
Okay. the kind of moths that I think the casters would be, based purely off vibes.
I love moths. Not like
Me
common
too.
house moths, but like the nice
we have
moths.
a couple of really tiny common moths in our place right now.
We have no idea where they're coming from.
No idea.
You usually don't. They just kind of find their way in.
They
but
appear.
Caleb,
Ooh.
Atlas moth. So for me, Caleb and the Atlas moth just have the same vibe. I can't quite put my finger exactly on like why, but in my mind, Caleb would be an Atlas moth.
So
Big.
what are some of big? Big.
Atlas moths are big.
Atlas moths
They
are
are.
awesome. Look at that thing.
Boy.
Do they
They're
have
absolutely
any
gorgeous.
particular qualities?
Big.
I did it based purely off vibes. I don't
Yeah.
know anything about them.
That almost makes it better.
Vibes.
And if we're going
Vibes
Atlas
alone.
moths, Atlas holds up the sky, Caleb holds the weight of the podcast on his shoulder.
There we go. That's the correlation. Oh boy. I like that.
Hello, yes, I am Danny. My strange talent is making very odd connections to things.
Well, that's
Okay.
a good that's a good talent. I support that
It
talent.
is.
But
It's a very good talent.
Danny, Rosie Maple moth.
It's an adorable little thing.
So I can see Danny is like absolutely freaking out. But Danny gives me soft, you can talk to her anytime about anything kind of vibes, and that's why I think Danny would be the absolutely adorable Rosie Maple moth.
How about that?
I like it. Look at, like, don't you just want to pet his little head?
So soft.
I want a plushie of that now.
They're like absolutely one of my favorite kinds of moths. They're
Fair enough.
adorable.
And I am absolutely one of your favorite people.
You are.
Not me just pulling for compliment.
Cass.
Whoa.
Comet moth.
Oh.
I think Cass would be a comet moth. Kind of basic, but also super interesting and cool all around. Cass and the comet moth just have super similar vibes to me.
And it's space-ish because comets. And
Yeah.
Cass is
Like
known
the
for
little
Star
thing
Wars.
you can do. It's called the comet.
Yeah,
the
it's like a
scaly
comet
bit.
trail. I love that.
That's so cool.
It almost looks like a sci-fi fish.
A little bit, like like a sci-fi like flying manta or something.
Yeah, something like that. Interesting. Something I would see in Subnautica, which Cass
Absolutely.
did play at one
He
point.
did.
Yeah.
I started following him while he was playing Subnautica.
I guess so. Goodness, that was so long ago. He was still not in his current desk setup
No,
when he played Subnautica. That's so crazy. Anyway,
you may continue.
Sparrow, Death's Head Hawk Moth.
whoa.
Sparrow gives me major witchy baddie vibes, and that is why I think Sparrow would absolutely be the iconic Death's Head Hawk Moth. They just both have similar vibes to me.
That thing looks crazy. And
Yeah.
also a little bit waspy when its wings are opened up.
Just a tad.
Because
Yeah.
like it's a moth, but can it kill me?
So it has like a little skull.
Yeah,
on-
and that's why it's called the Death's Head. I'm assuming.
Yes.
It actually just has the dark mark. It's a Death Eater.
But these are also like probably one of my favorite moths as well. They are very cool.
That's one episode that we still need to do as well, is the Harry Potter one with Becca.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should schedule that for sometime soon.
Anyways, continue.
Neptune, Luna moth.
A classic.
Neptune, like Sparrow, gives me witchy vibes, but he also has a softer vibe.
Yeah.
While Sparrow is rituals and spooky, Neptune is divination and crystals. So I had to go with yet another witchy but soft moth for Neptune, the Luna moth.
I like that.
And it continues like, kind of the space theme, because Luna, Moon, Neptune, Neptune.
True. Yeah, didn't
And
even think about it in
Neptune's
that
signature
sense.
color is green, and
Yes.
the Luna moth is green as well.
'Cause you cannot tell me that if this was a Pokemon, Neptune would absolutely have it on his team.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a little bit like Venomoth, but Venomoth,
Venomoth
is
is
just
purple.
a moth in general.
Yes.
Okay.
Ian, Madagascan sunset moth.
That one's
For
fuzzy.
me, I think Ian has the same vibe as the gorgeous Madagascan sunset moth. They are both very loud and attention-grabbing in the best of ways.
Let's do it.
So I think Ian would be a Madagascan sunset moth.
That's wild.
Yeah.
For some reason, I actually can see Ian in this moth somehow. Like, literally
Exactly.
speaking. I can see Ian's face on the face of this
Yeah,
moth.
that's actually what the top of Ian's head looks like.
Underneath their toupee.
Yeah.
Yes.
They have a birthmark that just literally looks exactly like the sunset moth's wing patterns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Incredible. We love it.
And then I also had a friend do me. So,
Ooh.
Zarya, a pearly wood nymph moth. So, my friend Silas assigned me a moth as well, and that is the pearly wood nymph moth. Silas said, "You are both very dynamic and seem a little spooky to people that don't know you. Also think you're both very pretty, and their wings made me think of your hair a little bit."
Obviously, this was before your hair was red.
Yeah, probably. That's quite the moth. That's a wide boy.
It is a wide boy.
He is.
One of the funny facts that I've always thought about with moths is that butterflies rest with their wings closed up so that from above they are not noticed by predators, but moths are wide open. They do not care.
Well, a lot of them will blend in with their surroundings,
True.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, like, the coloration, all that.
And
Is
some of
meant
them
to
that we
blend
saw had the eyes mimicked on there.
Yes.
Which
Those
is
are
Like,
meant to
specifically
scare away
the
predators.
Factor.
comet
Yep.
moth had what looked like eyes on the wings.
And to be totally honest, the comet moth, even without the eye patterns, was intimidating. So those trails on the wings, the extra long wings,
Yeah.
or something.
And you know, moths get very, very big.
They do. They can
They
get
can,
massive.
yes.
Yeah, like the common house moth are like this big.
But then others can get like that big.
Some can get even bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Atlas moths
Crazy.
are huge.
Crazy.
They are.
I think I've seen taxidermied big moths.
Yeah, moths can get very, very big.
Yeah, they're
So-
Yeah.
They're a lot harder to eat than butterflies because most butterflies are the same size.
Yeah.
There are a few
Yes.
very, very big butterflies, but most of them are like this or smaller.
Yeah, yeah. But something that I kind of thought would be really cool would be either if we all got tattoos of our moths, or even if I just got tattoos of all of the castor moths.
Huh. Yeah.
As like a...
An homage.
You guys are
An
just
homage.
like my absolute best friends. I love the podcast. I love being in the podcast. And I thought it would be a nice way to commemorate it, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might even just get the
So-
propeller hat. Just get that right in the middle of my forehead.
No, honestly, that would
yeah.
be so cute. Getting like a little propeller hat and then
Uh-huh.
like just a cute little blue propeller hat, and everybody asks what it is, and then
That'd be fun. Yeah.
that would be so cute.
Baby's
so-
apparently squealing a bunch.
Baby is having a hard time.
That was just an idea that I've been toying with for a little bit. you
Yeah.
know?
That's apparently been
I
on your
think
mind
it
for
would
a
be
while, considering we had the idea to do this episode 7 months ago.
Yeah, before we went on
Yes.
hiatus.
Yeah, but I just thought that would be neat, you know?
Also, Cass is a poopy butthead and cannot join
He said he was busy with something?
Yes, he's out with friends.
Ah.
And so I called him a whore.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't boo you whore, you know.
Uh-huh. All right. Danny, I guess you're going next, and then we'll do Sparrow's last.
Yep, that works for me.
Okay, let me...
So I am very happy with this. With my idea. I came up with this idea immediately and just ran with it because how could I not? But yes, everyone, welcome to the informative presentation by Danny from the podcast on Harry Potter spells. How gay are they?
Also, Danny has a script for this one, so
Yes.
this is...
I do. Because I am not good at speaking off the fly. I need to have what I'm going to say written down because that is my personality.
on the fly. But not on the bee.
Don't mind me while I just strangle my husband.
You've done worse. Don't act like you.
Anyways, back to my... Can we not do that? 'Cause you clicked that.
Don't think so.
Okay. So before we start, just a quick disclaimer. This is a definitive ranking. My opinion on this matter is law, and if you disagree, that's on you for being wrong. Now let's get on to the specifications of our ranking system. So, how are we ranking the spells? We'll be looking at vibes, the aesthetics, and the uses. The vibes are fairly self-explanatory. The aesthetic refers to how the spell is cast, whether it be the wand motion to cast said spell, the bells and whistles it has to get to the actual purpose of the spell, things like that. And the uses not only refer to what the spell is used for, but also who uses the spell. So our categories are as follows from least to most gay. Basically homophobic, very straight, straight, kinda gay, gay, very gay, and ultimate gay. Now with that over, let's get into the spells.
That transition that didn't get picked up
They
on
missed
here.
the transition on the
Yeah,
video.
I'm not sure I can do anything about that.
That's okay.
But for everybody, it flipped like a card.
Yes. This is the one slide I had transitions on because it made it all magical. Anyways,
Should have done like a sparkle wipe.
yeah. I couldn't find it on the...
It's more of an iMovie transition.
Yes, and I do not have that. So again, just another quick disclaimer. This is not all of the spells. There are far too many of them for this presentation. So there is a select handful or two of spells that I have personally chosen for this. That being said, there are still quite a few, so to cut down on time, I will just state the name of the spell, what it is used for, and my ranking. But if you need clarification on why I chose a certain ranking, feel free to ask me and I will elaborate on that. Now on to our first spell. And as you can see, I went all out on the slideshow. So the first one is Alohomora, which is the unlocking charm. It is kinda straight.
Why?
I can see that.
It has one specific use. It's not that jazzy. It's kind of a straight thing to go somewhere you're not supposed to, but also kind of a gay vibe to do harmless snooping. So that's why it's in the kind of straight and not just in the straight.
Okay. Next.
Yep. Avada Kedavra, or the Killing Charm. Verdict, very straight.
Yeah, okay. Oh, whoops. There.
Next one is Bombarda, which is the Exploding Charm. Also very straight.
I see that. Yeah.
You know, war crimes.
Next one, Confundo, the Confundus Charm, or the Confusion Charm. I missed my... Verdict, kinda gay.
It is gay to like to confuse people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to
I
be
also
confused
put down
sometimes.
the gays do be forgetful.
Yeah, the gays get confused. They like to confuse
Yep.
people. I see it.
Yep. Crucio, the Cruciatus Cursed. Verdict, very straight.
I really would have thought that Avada Kedavra would have been basically homophobic.
Yeah, like, honestly, they would have been basically homophobic, but I don't know what I was on when I was doing it. Because I'm like, why is that... Anyways. Next up, Defendo, which is the Severing Charm, which I gave the verdict of gay.
What is the severing charm used for?
It can cut things, like obviously like the scissors there. In my head, I kind of had it here. This is my reasoning for it. No straight
Yes,
would be
I was
dramatic.
just about to ask for that.
No straight would be dramatic enough to use this to its full potential, whether that be in a sexy time or in fashion, etc. Because how hot would it be to like sever somebody's clothes off of them in the bedroom, like in the heat of the moment, you know?
Yeah.
I agree.
No, I can see that.
Yes.
Yeah. Next one is Engorgio, the enlargement charm. The verdict on this one is kind of straight.
Yeah. You know, there's one very particular use for it.
Yes, I have straight men, trademarked, would use this like Viagra.
Oh, yeah. That was my first thought.
Absolutely.
Next one, Episky, the healing charm, which is kind of gay.
It just gives
Caring
that
for
vibe.
people is kind of gay.
Yeah.
All gay friends act as therapists for their friends.
Yeah.
And help others heal from the trauma like they wish they could, is the rest of what I put down. Erecto, the building charm, specifically for tent building. And I gave the verdict very straight, under the guise that I would not need to explain my reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The next one, Expecto Patronum, the Patronus charm, is kinda gay.
Also known as the Fursona charm.
You know, yes.
Yeah.
What I
Pretty
put down
much,
was
yeah.
the gays do be into spirituality and spirit animals. Or furries. Expelliarmus, the disarming charm.
Oh,
He doesn't
Also
look like he
pretty
have
much-
arms.
he's got arms, but it
But
looks like he doesn't.
He looks like he doesn't, yes.
Pretty much like the only spell that Harry uses.
Exactly, hence why it is very straight.
Fair.
Next one is Imperio, the Imperious Curse. Basically homophobic.
What does the Imperious
Yeah, I see
Curse do
that.
again?
It controls you, hence the controller.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I see why that is
Yep.
basically homophobic.
Used to control another person's will to do your bidding. Basically homophobic.
Yeah.
The Incendio, the fire-making spell, it's gay.
I see that.
It's literally flaming.
Getting hot.
I forgot about the name of this. It's been so long since I've looked through this. Next up we have Locomotor Wibbly, or the Jelly Legs Jinx. And it is kinda gay.
All
I
it
mean,
makes
the
me
gays
think
do
of,
be giving you jelly legs.
and they do be clumsy.
I guess
That's
so.
true. Yeah,
It's just,
that's also
it's just
true.
the
yeah.
name gives me gay vibes.
Be gay, fall over.
Yeah.
It makes me think as well of TikTok that said in Germany they don't call them car crashes; they're Automobilen whoopsie daisy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Next up, we have Levicorpus, the body levitation hex. The verdict is very straight.
Okay.
Then we have Lumos, the light spell, also straight.
Yeah, pretty straightforward for sure. Straightforward. Haha.
Then we have Mimblewimble, the tongue-tying hex. And yes, these are the actual incantations you use to say these spells.
Mimblewimble.
Yes,
Oh boy.
and it is kind of gay. Because again, the name... Would a straight person
Could
invent that?
could you imagine like using this in a duel or something and having to keep a straight face?
Oh, they wouldn't be able to cast any more spells. Well,
No.
they wouldn't be
Non-verbal
able-
magic is a thing.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to cast any more
unless they can
verbal
cast
spells.
non-verbal magic spells, then
Then Morse Mordre, the Dark Mark charm. Basically homophobic. I don't think I need to explain that one.
No, the Death Eaters
Nope.
are explanatory on their own.
They are wizard Nazis. This is...
This is the wizard Nazi symbol
Yep.
and the way that they bring it out.
Yep.
That being said, that rendition of it looks pretty great.
Yes, I was very pleased with that picture. Then we have Nox, the wand extinguishing charm. Very kind of straight. Sorry. And then I put, because I like the explanation for this one, gives me hiding vibes, like a closeted gay.
Yeah, so straight question mark.
Yeah, hence why the kind of straight. Then we have Obliviate, the memory charm. Basically homophobic.
I'm sure it can be used to rewrite a lot of things.
Yeah, well, and what I put is like, we have seen it's mainly used by Lockhart, who gives me anti-gay vibes.
Ooh.
Lockhart strikes me as a homophobe.
Yeah.
But also, like, imagine...
Specifically a homophobe who is homophobic because he doesn't want to admit that he is gay.
Mm.
Yes. Or, like, imagine a student who's, like, questioning their sexuality, hooking up with someone else of the same gender who is gay, but then, like, regretting it and not wanting them to tell anyone and obliviating them just for that, you know?
Yeah.
Just for their own sense of security. Ooh.
Yeah.
Then we have Petrificus Totalis, the full body bind hex. The verdict I gave this one is very straight, because it makes you straight as a board.
That's fair.
Then we have Pierre Totem Locomotor, the animation charm, which is ultimate gay.
Why?
Fair.
How so?
Because this spell is used by Professor McGonagall, who is
Queen
just
of the gays.
She's very much Queen of the Gays. Absolutely. It's McGonagall. You cannot look me in the eye and tell me that woman is not a hardcore lesbian.
Fair.
And also, it's just cool as heck to be able to bring statues to life. And ultimate gay people are cool. Then we have Protego, the shield charm, which is kind of straight.
Do you think that they use this as birth control?
I don't think the Wizarding
Fetus
World would
deletus.
have birth control. Fetus deletus is the correct answer.
Of course. Of course. How could I forget?
Yeah, how can you forget fetus deletus? Then we have Reducio, the shrinking charm, which is kind of gay. Because it feels like a gay thing to make fun of small things, especially if it's straight men penis.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
No, I can get behind that.
Yeah. Then we have Reducto, the Reductor Curse. It's basically a bomb. It's kind of gay.
It's quite the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very nervous looking
Reducto
bomb.
is used a lot by Ginny, who gives me gay vibes. You know, even though... Anyways. Then we have Reparo, the Mending Charm, which is straight.
Yeah, just standard.
Yep. Then we have Ridiculous, the Boggart Banishing Spell. Verdict, gay.
Yeah, I can get behind that
I
too.
see that.
Yeah.
And what I have written down, because I think it's funny, it is a gay thing to fight trauma with humor.
Yeah, that's
Am
true.
I wrong?
It's fair.
Oof.
Then we have Sectum Sempra, the Laceration Spell, which is straight.
I might have ranked it slightly more straight.
Yeah, very straight would have worked. Then we have Stupefy, the Stunning Spell. Verdict, very gay. The gays love...
do be stunning.
Yeah, the gays love being stunning in any way, shape, or form.
It's fair.
And then our final spell is Wingardium Leviosa, or the Levitation Charm. The verdict is very gay.
Okay, so, like, levying a corpus is very straight, but then levying anything else is gay.
This one just has the natural pizzazz of a certified gay.
Yeah,
That's
the name.
Whereas, like, the what I had for Leva Corpus is it was more the way we see it. The Wingardium Leviosa is more of like experimenting. Like we see it experiment, like seeing the beauty and wonder of using magic for the first time. Leva Corpus was only used by James Potter that we know of. Like that we have seen is used by James Potter to bully Snape.
Yeah.
So it has more negative connotation, so it's straight as opposed to...
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So what is our official ranking?
What do you mean?
Keep going.
Oh, got it. Okay. Oh, whoops.
Sorry, this is our official ranking.
I see. Got
You
it,
gotta
got it.
put it on the...
Yes.
So, from the gayest to the straightest, we have, in order, Pier Totem Locomotor, Stupefy, Wingardium Leviosa, Defindo, Incendio, Ridiculous, Confundo, Episci, Expecto Patronum, Locomotor Wibbly, Mimblewimble, Reducio, Reducto, Alohomora, Engorgio, Nox, Protego, Lumos, Sectum Sempra, Bombarda, Avada Kedavra, Crucio, Erecto, Expelliarmus, Levicorpus, Petrificus Totalis, Imperio, Mars Mordre, and Obliviate.
There we go.
So yeah, now you can tell your friends you know the gayest of Harry Potter spells. So yes, what did we learn? Absolutely nothing. Thanks for listening.
Clap, 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 clap. Yay.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that. I went through a lot of trouble, like, alternating the slides and everything.
Okay. So
I
then,
have sparrows pulled up if
Yep.
we want to do that.
Those are the three presentations of people who are here. So now Zarya is going to cover sparrows with no context.
And none of us will have any reasoning, so if there is none put in the PowerPoint, we're going to be figuring that out.
Yep. Alright, so... Disclaimer, I did not have access to my full dice collection, so these are the ones that I already had pictures of. Okay.
Sorry for people watching for the quick interruption of Roblox. That was an accident.
There is a blank page. Oh, transitions. You gotta keep hitting the buttons. Sparrow went fancy and did transitions.
Okay.
Goodness,
I
Sparrow.
see. Okay,
Sparrow
so
went all
Danny,
out.
solar flare. Danny gives off strong orange vibes, but in like a cute, subtle way.
I'll take it.
Very pretty. Duh.
Thank you,
Lights
Sparrow.
up the whole room. Warm. Oh, that's it.
Wow.
That made me happy. That was very genuine, Sparrow. Oh my goodness.
That was really cute. That was really cute, yeah.
I do like that one, though.
I can agree with that.
Looks like honey.
And
It
you call
does
me
kind
honey
of,
all
yeah.
the time. He doesn't.
No.
No. But I'm very sweet like honey.
I
Most of
agree.
the time.
I'm very sweet like honey. Don't listen to what he says.
Move on.
Zarya, Magenta Galaxy. Ooh.
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 Mysterious. Caleb, you also had something mysterious for me.
Yeah.
Rich colors. Purple-pink vibes. Still warm and inviting. Lots of depth there. Pretty!
Pretty.
I will also raise
And- oh,
purple
that's
is
it
the
for that
color
one as well.
of royalty, and
Yeah.
you are the alien queen, so
I am. I love it. That's awesome.
Next
Danny, no
up.
thoughts, just vibes.
Yeah, no thoughts. Like, I absolutely agree with this. For one thing, the pretty is accurate.
That's
And,
fair.
you know, purple and pinks are like some of my favorite colors. Like, I'm always drawn
Yeah.
to those. And I'm drawn to you.
I've been thinking about redying my hair pink, but
It
like
looks
I would have
so
to bleach
cute.
it again.
Yeah.
And
If
and
you let
I'm
it grow
kinda,
out
like,
a bit.
trying to give it a break, you know?
Yeah.
But like,
But next hair transformation you want to do in a bit, go pink.
yeah. Caleb, gold medal,
Oh, that one. Okay.
solid, handsome dice. Golden vibes. Don't get a big head about it.
We'll see, Sparrow. We'll see.
Can and will break things. Hates me specifically.
Accurate. Caleb has told me in confidence that he hates Sparrow.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
resent requesting for her to be in the podcast.
Sparrow, if you're listening, this is a joke. This is satire. We love you.
Love you. It's not for real.
Yeah, I can see it.
But also, you'd better listen to this episode, Sparrow.
And for context, Caleb is my golden boy.
You've never once called me that.
You're my golden boy.
All right?
You can be my golden boy without me having to call you
Yeah.
my golden boy.
I'm just saying you've never called me that.
No, because I don't need to.
All right, anyway.
Sparrow, sparkling snow.
Ooh,
That one's pretty. I like that one. White as hell.
Correct.
There we go. All right, that's it. That's all we need to know.
Sparkly. I think I'm sparkly.
Sparrow absolutely is sparkly.
If for no
Sparrow
other
is
reason
very
than she
sparkly.
puts glitter on herself.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but she
she
also has a very
has
sparkly
a sparkling
personality.
personality.
Yeah, very, very bubbly.
We say at the same time. Rolls extremes.
Yep. Sparrow
Hidden
is very
depths.
extreme.
Hip
Like
depths.
one or the other. Have yet to
Hidden
find those on
depths.
Sparrow, but
Oh.
I haven't been alone in a bedroom with her.
Me too. We can explore those together.
Hey, only with if Sparrow lets
Joint
us.
expedition.
That's true. It's pretty, and I know my worth.
Valid.
That's fair.
That's
yeah.
nice, Sparrow.
Finn.
Finn.
Done.
Okay, cool.
The end.
So much.
Do we agree or disagree? Do we agree, disagree with the choices?
I agree.
The vibes fit.
I had the thought, if we were to select dice for Cass, Neptune, and Ian, what would we choose? And then immediately I thought for Cass, brown. Looks like shit.
See, for Cass, I was gonna say solid gray. Because those ones got me possessed in D&D. They are my cursed dice, and Cass is...
Is a curse upon us all.
Yes.
Even though he's the reason that this podcast exists at all.
Yeah.
I agree with both of those. Yeah. Neptune, I would go something like green, maybe something with like little like plant leaves inside of it or something like that, you know? Like
Pulling out my dice collection to see if I have
Yeah.
dice that match.
Ian, I think, would be something really like spacey, you know?
I almost feel like he would be, or they would be something very, bombastic.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking spacey, like, really, really colorful, sparkly, you know.
I'm thinking,
These are the one I said for Cass.
where can I, oh,
I don't know if they'll come across,
They
but it's
just really do not want to.
It's a
It
solid
really
gray.
doesn't want to focus.
it was so close. Oh,
Oh, there we go. Kind of.
you got it for like
and
a
then it went
split
away.
second.
But yeah, those are the dice that got me cursed in D&D.
Actually, I feel like Ian, while it's not a very adventurous pattern, could potentially be one of my high-risk D20s. For anyone who funded Wormwood's Kickstarter dice campaign, these 3 specific D20s, which are just basic, like, gold, silver, and bronze colors. We are not coming back into focus.
No.
They have not all of the numbers 1 through 20 on them. They have a particular concentration of certain numbers 1 through 20. They have doubles on certain numbers as well. They have at least double 1s and 20s, for example. So they're supposed to be high risk.
I found Neptune's die.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It's light
yeah.
blue, and it's got bronze swirls in it. It's very like treasure at the bottom of the ocean type of vibe.
That's a good
You
one.
know? Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all of our presentations. Once you're
We
done
got
putting
through
stuff
'em.
away. We got through
Yeah.
them, and not in a whole ton of time either. I shouldn't be surprised, but I feel like
No, it helps that
slightly.
there
Yeah,
were
I didn't
only
think that these would
the three
take
of
like
us.
too terribly long, you know?
Can you please just refocus camera?
Stinky.
Oh,
There you
we
go.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Well, I know I sure enjoyed today's episode. I hope you guys did too.
Yeah, it was okay.
I absolutely did.
And that
I thought it
extends
was a
to-
lot of fun.
No, it was great. No,
Yeah.
it's totally great.
Just
Yeah.
reading people's vibes, like,
Yeah, we love vibe checking our friend every now and then.
Vibe
you
check.
know?
of course.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Just a quick reminder: if you like what you heard here, you want to see more, absolutely check out all of our links in the episode descriptions. Follow our social media, join our Discord page. If you feel so inclined, become a patron. Support
Give us money.
because believe us, we really like making content for you guys, and we would love getting the support to be able to do this as much as we want to. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, so with that said, we will see you guys next week. We've been Elevated Nonsense. Thank you for listening.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.